like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for another movie I watched. Yes, I watched a couple of movies this weekend, and I was like, I want to review them and just give my opinion on them. So I just did the whole Antoinette Tough story that I watched on Lifetime. This is the movie True to the Game, which was on BT. It is actually a book written by Terry Woods, and it's 3 books. It was True to the Game Part 1, 2, and 3. This movie was about Part 1, and I think it was at some theaters. I don't think it was at all theaters. So I was trying to go see it at the movie theater. And then I was like, oh, what's going on BET? Let me watch it. And, it had, Columbus Short starred as Quadar, either Quadar or Quadar. I can't remember which one of the, how you pronounce the name. They were talking about how Drea was in it. Drea was in it, but her character was kind of like, you almost didn't need the character in this particular movie, so it was what it was. I don't know who the person was who played the main character, Gina. But yeah, it was Vivica Fox was also in it. She had like a little small role. It was a typical straight to DVD type of movie, and it wasn't bad. But, like, I'm happy I didn't spend my money at the movie theater to go see it. I'm happy that I paid Comcast some money every month, and I was able to watch the movie, based on that. It took me a good 30 minutes to even start believing the actors were the characters. I kept just seeing Columbus Short as Columbus Short, trying to be somebody else. I just kept seeing Columbus Short. And I was like, oh, okay, even the character that Vivica Fox played, I was like, that's Vivica with a wig. I don't like when certain characters play people. I don't like when certain actors play people, but they look like themselves, like it's real regular. Like, I need you to take me away from who you are. And Vivica looks so much like Vivica. I'm like, it's fucking Vivica. Fucking Vivica A. Fox. So, all it was. Columbus Short playing Quadar, or Quadir. I keep saying I don't know how they're trying to pronounce the name. It was a typical boy meets girl or girl meets boy story, just set in the hood. I remember reading, I think I have read the books part 1, 2, and 3, but I read them years ago, back when I was in my 20s. I might have been like 18, 19 years old, honestly. Back in like 2000, something like that. So I read all 3 books. I did not reread the books to watch the movie at all, but I felt like I needed to, because as I watched the movie, I was like, is this what happened? The book was so good, and the movie just didn't move me the way I remember in the book moving me. Back in the day, all the urban books, the urban hood books were popping. You was reading Terry Wood books. I remember reading a book about somebody being a crackhead. I read the Bitch series by Deja King. I used to read like 5 or 6 books in like 4 days. Like, I was reading like a book a day basically. And you would go to the library, go to the little urban section, get all the books and read them, and just be like, oh my God, it was so good. You would share the books with your friends. I read a book, it was like a whole Hood Wives series of books. So I remember these urban books being so good and everyone reading them, and not being able to wait for the sequel, because back then all the books were already written, so you can get part 1, part 2, part 3 and read it all the way out. And then it got to the point where you was having to wait for the next version of the books. I remember it was a author, Misa Mink. I think she wrote the Hood Wives books. I remember just different books that were great urban novels, and the movie just didn't move me. Like, I love The Coldest Winter Ever Known, by Sister Souljah. Was it by Sister Souljah? I think so. well, winter ended and everything. Yeah, those, and I think that was supposed to be made into a movie. But I wish they would make that into a movie. And y'all better not do how y'all did this one. Now, the person who made this movie is Mandy. Now, Mandy used to be Keisha Cole's manager. If y'all remember when Keisha Cole had her reality show, long time ago. And Mandy, her manager, he produced or directed or got this film made. And again, it wasn't a bad movie. It was just, I think I just expected more. So I did notice that Nelson Ellis, who played on True Blood, the actor, he actually passed away, I think last year. He was playing Quadar's brother, Tyreek. He was in here. I felt like the guy playing Rashawn looked like Pleasure P. And I kept thinking, like, is that Pleasure P from Pretty Ricky? Is he in this movie too? He looked just like Pleasure P. Little plump face and all, And the guy who played the Jarrell character, in the beginning of the movie, his beard was so thick, it looked fake. And I was like, I don't like something that looked fake. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. But yeah, it took me a good 30 minutes to even get into the movie. The movie was only 2 hours. It's basically, Quadar. I'm just going to say Quadar. Even though I think it's Quadir. I'm going to say Quadir. Quadir, but I think it's Quadar. Damn it, man. Q is, typical street drug dealer, who, of course, is tired of being in the drug game. He kind of wants to get out. He sees a pretty girl, Gina, and they have a whole little love affair. She is first not trying to deal with him because, like, I've been through that before. Boy, bye, whatever. She has the best friend, Sahara, who was, she fighting and bopping out in these streets, She, like, I ain't trying to be nobody's girlfriend. I'm just trying to be, she basically was being passed around, but passed around on her own accord. Like, she was picking and choosing who and what she sleeps with. So, and she was okay with that. You know what I'm saying? She was okay with that. And the story didn't even, because, how they met, and she don't like him, but she kind of do like him, We see how Sahara messing with the one guy, Rashawn. Sahara, a hot girl or whatever. We see how Gina lives at home with her grandmama, trying to be in school and stuff. And, I'm like, okay. So they start dating and everything, and they go like on a little trip out of town and whatnot. And Sahara, it's the whole Jarrell character who wants to be down with Quadar, but he really wants to take over. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has that person in the thing where, you say, I want to work with you, but you really want to take over their work. And that's basically what that was. And so him and Quadar kind of bumping heads or whatever, and Quadar kind of keeping him at arm's length. And Jarrell doing things to get attention. He's killing people, he's shooting people, he's doing all these things to get Quadar's attention. And Quadar like, what y'all doing too hot, y'all making too much noise, I don't like that, let's let some things die down. In a couple months we can see what's popping. And it goes from that, and then Quadar and Gina date, and they go on like a little trip to LA. And back in the city, Sahara telling Rashawn how, I don't really want to be your girlfriend, I'm trying to do what I want to do whenever I want to do it, and who I want to do it with. And then she walks away and gets into the car with a whole other drug dealer named Winston. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then from there, we see the crazy character Jarrell walk up and shoot and kill Winston and Sahara. And I'm like, bruh, what's going on here? So now, one of the people working with or for Quadar is killed, and so is Gina's best friend. So, of course, I'm like, well, how are they on the trip and no one called on Gina to tell her what happened to her best friend? She get back home, and she got to find out when she get back home. Why you ain't calling me? So, it was that whole thing, and then her... See, this is how much I didn't care about the movie. I didn't. But it was an okay movie. Like, if you haven't if you haven't read the book, read the book. Okay? Read the book, part 1, part 2, part 3. You will love it. So from there, Quadar, like, we can't really retaliate. We can't do things that's going to bring a lot of noise. We're trying to do some things. We're trying to make some money, and we can't really do all that stuff. He, like, set up a whole meeting, have them meet us wherever. We're going to do that, because he's thinking logically. Where Rashawn mad because the girl he liked got killed. And I'm like, But she had just played you and walked away from you and went and got in a car with another man, and she ended up getting killed. So she shouldn't have did that. You know, it is what it is. So she was all mad because her best friend died, and she thinking, oh, that's kind of Quadar's fault because he's in that game. But I'm like, but you knew he was a drug dealer. You knew that's what he was, and y'all was in that life. And she really, yes, she was an innocent bystander, but at the same time, she knew who she was with. It's like you can't get in a car with a contract killer and get pissed off if you get killed in retaliation. You would have killed her. You can't be in a car with a drug dealer who having beef with people, and you surprised that you get shot. Don't get in the car with people beefing with people. This is my appointment. You know, that's what I think. So Gina forgive Quadar. They move in together. It's a whole beautiful life. They got a whole big nice house. Her grandma love them. You know, the whole family around. You know what I'm saying? Vivica Fox, who don't look like nobody, but Vivica Fox is, you know, liked and everything. And, you know, Quadar wants to be out the game. He wants to leave it alone. He wants to retire with Gina. And, you know, I'm like, okay. So when Quadar has a meeting with Jarrell, like, you know what I'm saying? You like popping off. You like doing dumb stuff. And I can't believe you be doing this all dumb stuff and trying to bring all this heat. And he was like, you know, we can do some business, you know, meet me here later on at this time, this place, and we'll talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk to my people, get them on board, and we're going to move forward. And he like, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all he was like, you know what I'm saying, a punk or whatever. He said he just going to roll over. Well, joke was on him. Because, well, really, joke was on me because I'm like, it was a setup. So we see how Jarrell sent his boy, who's like his enforcer, to this meeting, and Quadar have them all killed, thinking Jarrell would be there too. But Jarrell ass wasn't there. Nope, he was smart. So they do end up killing one of Quadar's boys too. A whole back and forth thing, and I'm looking like, well, dang. Well, you didn't kill one of his people. He didn't kill one of y'all people. Y'all just going back and forth killing people. I mean, it's just crazy. So when Quadar find out, well, one, we didn't kill Jarrell, and two, he didn't kill one of my people. Okay, you know what? Now we really just have to, like, murder, kill him. Like, you know, murder, death, kill. And from there, before they can do that, Jarrell come and kidnap Gina. And I'm like, well, goddamn it, Jarrell. You just don't have no morals. You just doing all kind of bullshit. You know, you can't be out here kidnapping people's girlfriends. It reminded me, you know what it was kind of like? It was kind of like state property. That's what it was like. State property was just like true to the game. I didn't think about that till just now. Lord Jesus. Ain't this about a bitch? So, you know, he kidnapped the girl Gina. You know, he called him for her like, you know, I want $2 million. I want $2 million. That's the price on her head. You know, I want $2 million. You can have it back. So, you know, he do pay the $2 million. But Jarrell, like, you know, I told you, soft, you stupid, you know, you getting old in these streets, you know what I'm saying? You should just give it up. He like, you know what I'm saying? Now we gotta kill him. Now he gotta die because he didn't kidnap my girl. It's just like fucking state property. Just like fucking state property. So they then go find the one girl in Jarrell's crew. This is a white girl. She had her family house visiting her family. She get in a car, Quadar in the back seat. And I will say Quadar, the reason I would say it wasn't exactly like state property, Quadar had more restraints. He was more refined. He wasn't like just a typical hood street dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was a class and a swag about him or whatever. And, you know, when he, you know, brought up on a white girl, oh, it's good that you think about your parents, you know, but where can we find Jarrell? And she's like, well, don't include my parents. And he's like, you involved them. My thing is, again, you can't be out in these streets doing things and then be like, you know, well, don't invite my parents. Bitch, when you involve yourself into drug and craziness and street stuff and you kidnapping people, you involve your family. So think about that. Just don't do it. Okay? So they find out where Jarrell is, so that of course they kill the white girl. In her parents' driveway. I'm like, ain't that about a bitch? Come on now. You know, it is what it is. So Gina all mad because she know he out doing things. We gonna be in the hood. We gonna do hood things. We might as well move to the hood. Girl, calm your monkey ass down. Again, you knew that man was a drug dealer. But he like, nah, I'm over it. I'm done. We ain't dealing with that no more. I'm out. It is what it is. Because he didn't put a contract out on Jarrell's head. And for some reason, him, you know, his brother Tyreek's wife was played by Jennifer Freeman from Wife and Kids, and Gina, they all out about to go to like a restaurant or whatever. And Jarrell monkey ass walk up like he the fucking valet and shoot and kill Quadera, and he shoot and kill Tyreek girlfriend, the one wife. I'm like, this fool Jarrell is crazy. He didn't kill every goddamn body. So, you know, now Quadera dead, and Gina all upset and sad and depressed because that man is dead. You know, even though they was engaged to be married. And he ain't been dead 2 weeks. And his mama comes to his house like, you know what I'm saying? I have power of attorney, so I'm selling everything. You know, everything was in my name, even though my son didn't deal with me, even though I wasn't ever around, because it's in my name, it's my stuff, and I'm selling it up. So you got, you know, a week to get out. And I'm like, well, damn, bitch. Really? Really, bitch? And this is when stuff started getting familiar to me about what happened in the book. So she had to move back to her grandma's house because she has power of attorney. You know, we see how Rashawn, you know, one of the friends comes to see her at the grandma's house. Like, you know, I feel so bad. You know, Tyreek is back in the streets doing things that's normal. I'm still depressed. You know, because Quadera dead. You know what I'm saying? Sahara dead. You know, it's all just sad. He give her some money and say, no, if you ever need me, give me a call. And then when he leaves, he like, you know what I'm saying? You want to come live with me? I'm like, boy, what you talking about? No, she don't want to come live with your ass. Go ahead on somewhere, Rashawn. So, you know, she then checked her mail or whatever, and she realized that she had, like, the address or, like, the key to his first house. So she go back to his house, and he had given her a car. And on the key ring of the car, he had, like, he said, this is the passcode. You know, if anything ever happens, you know, that unlocks everything, and you'll be good. And so he said that earlier in the episode. So when she go to his house, you know, she see, look, there's pictures of them everywhere. She, you know, smell the shirts, all that stuff. And when she in his closet smelling the shirts, she look and she sees a safe in the back of the closet. So she trying every code she can think of, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, beep, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, beep. She can't figure it out. And then she think and she grab her keys and she look at the code on the key and she punches it in and it unlocks. And what's in the safe? Stacks and stacks and stacks of money. So she ain't rich. Okay, she good off. You know, it was a good couple $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even $500,000. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was stacks upon stacks upon stacks of hundreds. So it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. So, you know, she can't retire forever, but she can, you know, definitely do some things on her own or whatnot. So she then gonna be on her own or whatever. So it's her saying, you know, all the stuff I went through, whatever. You know, you have to always be true to the game. And then as she pull off, they see they show someone's watching her, and the car that's watching her has a chain hanging up. That's the same chain that they used to wear. So I think in either the second or third book, maybe we found out that Quadera wasn't dead. I can't remember. I think because of this, I might read book 2 and 3 because I want to remember what's gonna go on. I remember book 2 and something happened in book 2, and how she ends up hooking up with someone that she had no idea is connected to Quadera in a certain way. So it was, you know, it was good at the end. The first hour was not good. The second hour was okay. So, you know, that's what it was. But anywho, that was my review of the movie. And as you see, I liked it, but I did not like it. I wanted it to just be better. But it was a low budget, you know, type of thing. But it was still, you know, it was what it was. So, anywho, that was my review of True to the Game. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.